a war zone. I feel like I can represent my generation so much because I honestly did not care whether I lived or died. But now, I cannot die. I can't leave until this shit straight. You know, I'm not suicidal. I can't go until y'all really know what time it is. And then after that, boom, it's all over.
What up, what up? This your boy Burn One. Y'all already know the routine. Welcome back. For all those who's new, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, like all my shit. And for those who've been rocking with me since I started, guess what? Welcome back. Well, how can I say it? Life is what it is. But I just want to be able to give people the warning and the ability to identify and execute when it comes to people that isn't your twin flame. Let's talk about that. Twin flames are someone who's opposite of you but is almost the same as you and wanting the same things mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everything. That's a twin flame. You don't have to do everything exactly alike, but at least you get what I'm saying. You know what you're trying to do. And if you got somebody who's totally lazy in your life and shit and don't care about shit and everything only pertains to them when it's beneficial to them, it is what it is. I mean, what can you do about a selfish soul? You can't do nothing about somebody who only cared about themselves. Secondly, you got to understand that it's more to life than just what's in your neighborhood. The world is bigger than where you stay, nigga. And the spectrum of life is a lot brighter than what the colors that you see these days. You get what I'm saying? I mean, your life don't have to be fucked up. That's straight up. It don't have to be fucked up. You know what I mean? But your decisions can make it that way. Like staying with someone who doesn't feed you and doesn't nourish you, you know, spiritually, emotionally, and all that shit. What are you getting out of that relationship? That's my biggest thing. Like, what are you getting from it? That's my biggest shit. You ain't getting that from it. You just stressing yourself out even more. You even doing that shit because you're afraid to be alone. I hear that a lot. A lot of people do it because, you know, oh, I love them. Bullshit. But what about the love for yourself? That's what we talking about. We ain't talking about the next person you love. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little busy. I got me a little shay. You know what I mean? But, I mean, everybody's supposed to be on the same wavelength with you when it comes to a relationship. If you up and at them all the time, you don't need somebody who's totally down all the time. But if you're a down person, you've got somebody that's always up. I always thought that energy was transferable. You did? And it is. You know, you can become what you're around. And people don't understand that and how powerful that is. And how crippling it is. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know, when it comes to certain things, a lot of people are just blind to the fact they too afraid of losing. They too afraid of starting over if they have to. I mean, it's only so much somebody can take. And when it comes to that shit, you got to visualize and attack. You can't fuck around and just go blind the whole relationship and not know what's going on. That's not going to work. You need to be paying attention because a lot of people get drug along for years and years and years because they're not having their peepers open, baby. All that shit people do in front of you, guess what? You got to note that shit. You get what I'm saying? Note that shit. You know, mentally, you know. How many of y'all fucking was dating somebody and you see them do fuck shit all the time and all you did was tally until you got to the point to where passive aggressiveness became straight up anger and then shit just went crazy. Find your twin flame, people. That's all it's about. Find your twin flame. It don't matter who that is. That could be somebody you went to school with or whatever. Anything that's positive and they breathing it into you and they trying to make you a better person. Why not have that in your life instead of having to argue every day or fucking having to fucking fight or lie to somebody? Why? All we doing is wasting our time. That's all we doing. We wasting our time. You know what I mean? And we could be doing so much more and so much better somewhere else or by ourselves. Do that make sense? You got to understand where your worth comes from. You got to remember who you are. Some of us go along with people, you know, and we just live our lives not knowing what is what, you know what I mean? We don't know what position we in. We don't know what role we playing, because most of the time a nigga's nuts in the girl's pocket, and vice versa, and the girl's brain is in the nigga's wallet. And that's just how it is, man. And we got to change that whole fucking stigmata about love and what's real and what's not. Either you get treated wrong or you don't. Point blank. If you get treated good, stick around. But if you get treated bad and nothing changes and it's a reoccurring situation, move the fuck on. Move the fuck on. And I understand, to a lot of people, it's not an easy thing to do. Don't get me wrong. It's easier said than done. But guess what? On the other side of that confusion, pain, and hurt and all that shit, man, it's a big surprise on the other side. It's a reward that you've been meaning to get, and God got it for you. You just got to understand. You got to take that leap of faith. Step outside yourself and understand that it's bigger than you. You understand? You just can't just live your life for a person. You got to live your life for yourself first. Well, for God first. I'm sorry. Let me get that right. And then for yourself, and then your family. But if you ain't got none of that shit twisted, guess what? I can't fuck with you. You know what I mean? Because after a while, all you're going to do is piss me off, and guess what? I ain't going to like you no more. That's just how it's going to be. Me personally, I don't like a chick that just want to talk all the time, and especially, you know, if they don't know what the fuck they talking about. I can't stand that shit. Like, don't speak if you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I hear people use fucking words and sentences that don't make sense at all. So therefore, you know, when it comes down to that, you get what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will tell you everything you need to know, long as you be quiet and listen to them. But if you're not paying attention to it, guess what? You're fucked. It is what it is. You know, so I just advise y'all, all my fans that's watching this, be mindful, stay the fuck on swivel, and understand what you're worth and who you are. Because if nobody's shining like you, and you try to get them to shine like you, and you gave them every tool possible to shine like you, and they still don't do it, that means they don't give a fuck. That's just how it is. Move the fuck on. So you got to visualize in the tech your next move. And you got to visualize in the tech the fact that nobody's going to make you completely happy. Do you understand that? Nobody's going to make you completely happy. So with that in mind, you know, I just want to let y'all know, man, I care about you, and I wanted to give y'all that message. You know what I mean? I had to. You know, it was on my heart. I gave it to you. And, yeah, excuse my work hoodie. My bad. You know what I'm saying? The nigga in his work hoodie. But I just wanted to tell y'all, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for taking the time to look at my videos or even have a feeling towards them. Hey, leave a comment. I don't give a fuck. Do what you do. But I'm going to stop my video right here because I got shit to do. You know what I mean? I'm about to go ahead and get my higher learning on. And I just want to wish y'all the best day and productive day as possible. It's your boy Burn One, and I'm signing out. Until next time, world.